This is Into the Fire.
I'd like to welcome to Into the Fire the greatest bowler in the world, the magician, the striker's most loved player, Rashid. You can't hit me, Khan. Nice to meet you, Rashid.
Good to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
That's good. Let me just say, Rashid, you're said by many to be the best bowler in the world at the moment, and you're only 21 years old. You must be loving life at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. It is quite best moments for me, and to get such kind of achievements in a very young age. I think I'm feeling quite lucky to be in this stage, and the most important thing is I keep enjoying myself. I'm always giving 100%. That's in the bowling, batting, and fielding, and that is what I'm getting the positive result of that. So pretty happy and pretty lucky to be in this stage.
Yeah, you're pretty good. You were born in Nangarhar in eastern Afghanistan, and when you were very young, your family fled the Afghan war. Were you old enough to remember that? That must have been a scary time.
Yeah, exactly. I think I don't remember the perfect time, when we shifted, as we were too young that time, and we shifted back to Pakistan, and we lived there for a while. So yeah, that was a time people were struggling a lot back home, and I don't exactly remember what happened and how it was happened. So we were too young that time. So yeah, and then I kept playing cricket there.
Yeah. You came back to Afghanistan with your 10 siblings. That's 10. You have a complete soccer team. What's it like living in Afghanistan, Rashid? And do your family still live there?
We are not 10, I think we are 11. We are proper cricket team player. I have four sisters and 7 brothers, and no, we have shifted back to Afghanistan right now. Everything is okay back home, and I think it is not as difficult as it was before, and it's quite safe for us as well right now. So the whole family is back shifted to Afghanistan right now, and we're living there in Nangarhar.
Yeah, that's good. With 10 siblings, how big was your kitchen table? Your poor mum must have started cooking when she woke up. Was it cool being in such a large family?
Exactly. I think it's not only the 11 sibling. I think it's about the whole family, nephews. We are a very big family, and if you calculate the whole family, it will be like 35 to 40. So we have a big house as well there. We have very big house, and definitely they cooking so much, and the best thing is while we all eating together, that's the best time I ever having it, and we keep enjoying it, having a big family. It's a culture back home in Afghanistan, every family is so big and they love it, having big families, and when they're having lunch, dinner, they're all together, and that's the moment they're always gathering and discussing and having the best time spending.
Yeah, sounds good. How many bedrooms did you have?
I think we have 17 bedrooms.
Wow.
Yeah, 17.
That's a lot of bedrooms. You modelled your cricket on Shahid Afridi. I watched his highlights. You definitely hit like him.
Yeah, it is. I think he was my favorite. He is still my favorite, and I love watching his batting rather than bowling. The way he was hitting, and not only in Pakistan, he played overall the world very well, and not only for his team but in the leagues as well. So definitely I love watching his batting, also his bowling as well. So yeah, just trying my best to do as good as possible and keep entertain the crowds.
He's definitely a good player. You made your first test appearance against India. That must have been exciting. How huge was that for Afghanistan cricket?
It was a big achievement for us. I think getting that full status, full membership, being a test nation, I think in a very short period of time, I think we got that in 13 years. If you look back 10 years back, Afghanistan team was not there in anywhere. We hardly playing ODI as well, but coming from that stage, coming from those difficult times when you have no ground back home, no academies, and no proper pitches to play proper cricket there, and spending all those tough times, I think, and then getting the full membership, it's always a huge proud moment for me and for the whole country as well. And then playing against India in India, that's a big achievement for us. And we were not believing till the last, till the last day that either we playing a test cricket or not. It's a dream of every player, and it's a dream of a country to be participating in the as a test nation as well. So that was a huge moment for us, and we're looking forward to play as many test games as possible, and that will be something which can take our game in our cricket from this level to a very high level. And hopefully we play, that is confirmed as well, next year against Australia in Perth.
Yeah, hopefully. That sounds like a proud moment. You were 17 years old when you made your one day and 2020 debuts. Did your mum pack your lunch that day? What was it like being that young and representing your country?
Not at all. I think that was a very proud moment. For even I was not believing to be in the sort. I played under 19. I was playing there, and suddenly I got a call from the cricket board that you have been selected in the T20, and I was totally shocked. I never had that thing in the mind that I will be playing for my country very quickly. And I had a good performance in under 19, but I was not expecting to be in the national side this time. And suddenly I got a call from the cricket board, you have been selected in the T20s. And later on, after T20, when they lost the first ODI against Zimbabwe, they called me for the ODIs as well. So I think it was a kind of dream for me, playing international cricket in a young age, in a very short period of time, when I had only 2 years, 1.5 years with the under 19, and then playing suddenly the national side. So it was a very huge, proud moment for me, and definitely from the day one, I just tried my best to keep enjoying and keep doing well.
Yeah, you were definitely really young. You actually captained your country in the 2018 World Cup qualifier because the normal captain had his appendix removed. It's not the only thing he had removed, is it? You then became the captain in all forms of the game. How much did you love the captaincy? And did you just bowl yourself all the time?
Yeah, I was a captain that time when we had the captain injured in 2018 qualifying round. He got appendix there, and suddenly they give me that responsibility to lead the team. I think was my first time to lead the team as well. Was a huge pressure on me as well, to lead the team, and to be with the guys who has been playing from the last 15-16 years for Afghanistan, and then leading them in a very short period of time. I've been here only for 2 years, 3 years, and then leading them. It was something more than a proud moment for me, and then became the all three formats captain as well recently. Now I have been removed, but not a captain now. But I just keep enjoying it. Other being a captain, being a normal player, I just trying my best to do the right things and to take the right decisions, which helps the team. And as a captain, I've been asked a lot, do you feel pressure to be captaining, and what about your bowling? That hurt you or not? I think I always keep enjoying. When I'm bowling, I never think that I'm a captain. When I'm batting, I never think I'm a captain. When I'm feeling it's a captain, it's fine, but at the end you have to do what you can, and you have to do what is your job, and that was something I was mainly focusing on. I had the senior players who were helping me in the middle, and I was just trying my best to keep concentrate and focus on my own performance, because my performance was much needed for the team.
Yeah, it sounds pretty scary growing up knowing those and then playing with them. Your first test as a captain, you won by 224. Then the last month, they put Asghar back as captain. Was that disappointing? Because I don't understand.
Yes, it is. I think we had a very good test match against Bangladesh, which was very tough to beat them there. I think so many teams failed to beat them in a home ground, but we did that. Playing second test match and beating Bangladesh in Bangladesh was a big achievement for us, and I think the decision was taken by the cricket board, as we have the upcoming Asia Cup and the World Cup is coming, and they said like your performance for the team is much needed, and we badly need your performance, which we think that it can get down with your captaincy as you're focusing more on players and selection and stuff like that. We just need to keep you relaxed and cool and calm, and you just need to focus on your job. I think that was the main reason behind that, to let me down. And Asghar, who had the captaincy from the last 4 years, he had the best experience of leading the team, and I think it was a right move as well. Like, I just need to focus on my cricket. For the Asia Cup is a big event for us to not participate, but to go ahead and to get to the final. And then the World Cup here in Australia, I think you always need your best players to be more relaxed and just focusing on his own job. I have a long career ahead, and I can lead the team another time. But right now, I think we need to have the best captain at the moment, and who led in the past, and his experience as a captain we badly need. That's why I think the cricket board took that decision.
Yeah. If you want to play for Australia, you can be a coach, you can be the captain and Prime Minister if you want. Not looking for citizenship, are you?
I would love to get the citizenship here, but I think it's quite hard for me to get it here, as my family members, my brothers, my little brothers, he loves to come to Australia. I took him last year as well here, and he watched the Big Bash games. Even my nephews, they all want to come here, and not just like they want to study here. But to me, I think to get the visa here in Australia, it's a little bit difficult, and it took the long process to go and get the visa for them. So yeah, hopefully we get the citizenship. But I love to play for Afghanistan, and I think Afghanistan took me to this stage, and Afghanistan gave me the name of Rashid Khan, and that is Afghanistan is a country which gave us these high achievements and everything. I think if you were not playing for Afghanistan, I don't think so we could be playing anywhere. You will be in Afghanistan somewhere, and either you will be a businessman or controlling the whole family and stuff like that. But being here, it's all credit goes to the Afghanistan. Like, such country took us to this stage, and now we have to do something for the country as well.
Yeah, I really still hope you stay here though. The 2019 World Cup must have been an exciting time. It wasn't the greatest tournament for you guys, but it must be great to know that you're now officially playing with the best nations in the world.
Exactly, I think 2019 World Cup was one of the toughest competition for us, as we didn't have a single win there. But it all counts, like, how we did perform in this World Cup. I think the maximum we played with the nations, I think we felt a little bit relaxed, and we had a good games with them. Like, take the example of Pakistan, India, West Indies, Bangladesh. We had Sri Lanka. We had a very close game with them. The reason behind that was, like, we played more with them in the past, and if you look to Australia, New Zealand, England, we struggle with them, and the main reason behind that was we haven't played with them from the last 4 years. Last time we played with Australia was 2015 World Cup, and then playing in 2019. That is something like, as a test nation, you don't want. Like, I think the maximum we play with them, I think the better we will be. So we just need to focus on, if we play them like 2 times, 3 times in a year, I think that will give us a proper experience, a proper time to think about, like, what is the proper preparation for such team and such bowlers, such batsmen, to get them out and to score on them. That is something which can help you as a team. So I think if you more focus on having more series with the big teams like India, Australia, New Zealand, England, I think that can take our game from low to high.
Yeah, it's very true. Is it still amazing to you that a young guy from Afghanistan is now the most sought-after cricketer in the IPL? Is it just crazy for you to think about how much money they're willing to pay for a young man who taught himself to bowl an incredible leg spin?
I never think about that, like, to be getting that much money from the IPL. I always focus on playing a good cricket for them, in playing positive cricket wherever I am, and playing in IPL in Australia and each and every country in England. I think what comes at the end is how did I perform. Money comes later. First, you have to perform well, and you have to do what you can in what is in your control. So, yeah, for the first year when I was being picked up, I think there was so many discussion back home. There will be a pressure on you. The money pressure will be there on you because they're giving you so much, and you have to be thinking about that. I have to pay the off, and I have to perform well. But no, I think. Family wise, I think we were so good before the cricket as well. Like, had a good family, had a good business, everything was there, and I never brought these things in the mind. They have been paying me that much, and I always tried my best and focus on what I can do in the middle. That's the most important thing. So I just kept myself relaxed, and as soon I went to the Sunrisers team as well, the coaching stuff. The first thing Tom Moody told me was you have to forget about the amount, like what you get. That is something else. What counts is you have to do what you can. So I always focused on performing well and enjoying my game.
Yeah, definitely a good play though. Okay, so the Strikers are going well and are a real threat to win the title. You love Adelaide, obviously. How much would it mean to you to win the BBL this year?
It would mean a lot. For the first year when I came, I played till the semi-final and missed the final because of the national duty. I think we have the best combination in the bowling department, batting in. We have the best fielding team as well. I think this is the perfect combination for us to win this title. So the momentum is good. Everyone is contributing in winning, and it would mean a lot for me to win this year for the second year. I think for the Strikers, and inshallah we have those skills and talent and that believe in ourselves to win the title. We just need to have focus on upcoming two games, the league game, the stage games, and take the part in the first two. Then we can have two opportunities to go to the final. But mostly we just focus on the next game against the Perth, and then the Hurricanes. So if we do well in that will give us the proper momentum to the next stage as well, the eliminator. So inshallah we're fully ready for that, and we'll give 100% and win the title.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll make it. By the way, that hat trick was incredible.
Yeah, that's why hat trick is always incredible. To get hat trick is giving you lots of energy and lots of positive things. I think that was my third hat trick, one international CPL in the Big Bash. I think as a spinner, I felt it very tough to take the hat trick here on these wickets. It's always unbelievable to get a hat trick here. Yeah, you can get it while you bowling in the last 2 hours and last hours. Batsman is going for it, but in the middle hours, as a spinners taking hat trick here, you have to bowl 3 best celebrities to get them on. But yeah, I had that belief in myself. If I bowl in a right area and right length, I think that is something which can gives me one more hat trick as well. So we'll be focusing on to get as many wickets for the striker as possible. If gets any chance against to get a hat trick, definitely we'll go for it.
It was very exciting when I saw that. You said the other day that you would love to always play for Adelaide. Could you imagine living in Australia when you're finished cricket, or would you miss home too much?
As I've been told many times by friends as well, friends here, they say that why don't you come here and live in Australia. I would love to live here, and I would love to play for Strikers till they want me, and even after retirement, if they want me as a coach as well, I will be there for them. And I think Australia is too far from my country, from Afghanistan. While getting here, it took like 24 to 30 hours to get here, and that's why my whole family is there, my relatives is there, and it's quite hard for us to be away from such a big families. So that's the main reason behind that, to be not living here. Yeah, I would be coming in Australia every year, either I'm playing here or not, because I love this country, and especially the support I get from the Adelaide the people. I think it's incredible, and I always enjoy myself playing in that ground, and it's one of the best, one of the best crowd I have ever seen.
Yeah, it's definitely a long way to get there though. You hung up on Adelaide Oval roof the other day. My auntie and uncle are heading up soon. What's it like up there?
It's quite good. It's quite scary as well. I think was my first time to be in that high, and had a good experience as well. Having Phil Salty alongside, we had a good fun. So definitely, if you have a time, you can go up there as well, and would be a great experience, and you will love it.
Yeah, it looks like fun. Okay, Rashid, it's been amazing to talk to you today. You're one of the greatest cricketers to watch that I've ever seen. You're entertaining, athletic, in the field, and amazingly talented. The whole of Australia loves you, and everyone loves to watch you play. I love how you celebrate. The aeroplane is amazing. But I've got something to finish the celebration off. It's the only thing missing in your brilliant game, the Into the Fire. Do you want to have a try?
Yeah.
Yeah, do that before the aeroplane and then do the aeroplane.
Yes, I will do that for you.
Okay, definitely. Well, Rashid Khan, you're an incredible guy in every way. It's been an absolute thrill for me to meet you and ask you some questions. Thanks for your time and good luck in the BBL and beyond.
Thank you. Thanks to you for coming here and had an interview. It was a lovely time.
Thank you.